So, I found myself in a wild situation that I never thought I'd be in. My wife, yes, my wife, has casually suggested that I should cheat on her with her friend. Like what? I'm still trying to wrap my head around this whole situation. I'm sitting here, caught in this weird limbo, feeling this intense pull to just go for it, but there's this nagging doubt holding me back. It's like I'm standing on the edge of a cliff, and I can't decide if I should jump or just back away slowly. Anyone else feel this way? So, here's the thing, my wife and I have been married for 3 amazing years, but we've actually been together for a whole decade. I genuinely think we've built something really special and deep between us. It's been a wild ride, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. So there I was, just chilling with my friends, when she casually asked if there was anyone in our group that I was into. My heart dropped, and I was like, oh no, did she just put me on the spot? I leaned in close and told her that I couldn't take my eyes off her mesmerizing beauty. So, there I was, minding my own business, when she suddenly dropped this bombshell. With this wild intensity in her eyes, she basically said she was ready to dive deep and find out who was behind all the gossip. It was equal parts thrilling and a little terrifying, honestly. I decided to just keep my mouth shut. So there I was, minding my own business, when she kept pressing me about what I was holding back. I tried to hold out, but in a moment of weakness, I caved and let slip a name. It felt like I was confessing to a crime or something. What have I done? So there I was, minding my own business, when she casually hinted at something more personal, something I didn't expect. I mean, what do you even say to that? I confidently told her, with a smirk, that there was no way in hell that was happening. So there I was, minding my own business, when she casually asked me if I would do something. If things were different between us, maybe we'd explore the chemistry. My heart dropped. What do you even say to that? I stood my ground and said no, I never thought I'd find myself in this situation, but here I am. My partner, the love of my life, accused me of lying. She kept pushing me to confess something I was terrified to admit. It's eating me alive. So there I was, caught up in the heat of the moment, and I just couldn't help myself. I whispered my consent, and honestly, I don't even know how I got here. So, here's the thing. If I wasn't already head over heels for my girlfriend, I would totally be crushing on her friend. Like, seriously, there's something about her that's just captivating. Anyway, we wrapped up our conversation, and I couldn't help but feel a little conflicted. So, here's the thing, lately, I've found myself in a whirlwind of gossip about this one friend. It's like their name has become the secret ingredient in our group chats, and I can't help but feel a mix of intrigue and confusion. What even happened? Why are we all suddenly talking about them? It's wild. I can't believe I'm about to confess this, but my wife has been dropping some pretty harsh comparisons lately. She keeps bringing up this friend of hers, saying how she keeps comparing herself to her friend, saying she looks better in every way. It's been eating away at me, and I don't know how to handle it. I can't help but tell her how beautiful she is, but no matter how many times I say it, she just doesn't believe me. It's like I'm shouting into the void, and it breaks my heart a little every time. I think I might have accidentally hurt her feelings. She looked really upset when I mentioned my crush on her friend, who seems to have me totally smitten without even trying. Now I'm wondering if there's a hint of jealousy in the air. So, 3 weeks ago, my wife casually dropped this wild idea. What if I had a little adventure with her absolutely enchanting friend? Yeah, you read that right. I was completely blown away and couldn't help but ask, half in disbelief, what she was even talking about. So, there I was, minding my own business, when she suddenly drops this bombshell. She knows exactly what I want. Like, she can totally feel the pull I have towards her beauty, and she's convinced it's way better than anyone else's. I mean, talk about a plot twist. I can't believe I'm about to confess this, but she looked at me with this knowing smile. My wife said she'd be okay if I explored a connection outside, just once. Like, what do I even do with that information? It's like she was daring me to take the plunge. Am I crazy for considering it? So, I had this moment where I had to tell her that her words were a little out there, and honestly, my heart just wasn't feeling her friend at all. So there I was, minding my own business, when she leaned in and whispered something that completely threw me off. She said it wouldn't sting her heart if I were to take her up on this wild proposal she had. I mean, who even says that? It felt like she was daring me to embrace it, and honestly, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it all. I politely said no to her invitation, but she had the audacity to ask if I'd change my mind. So there I was, once again, having to politely turn down my friend's crush. It's becoming a regular thing, and honestly, I'm starting to feel like the universe is playing a cruel joke on me. I asked her what was really driving this decision. So, there I was, minding my own business, when she drops this bombshell. She claims her unusual desire isn't weird at all, just her way of wanting to make sure I'm totally satisfied. Like, what even? I had to come clean and tell her that there was no way I could ever share my bed with another woman. Just not happening. I can't believe I'm about to share this, but here goes. So, there's this girl who's been low-key pushing me to make a move for a while now. The kicker, she let slip that she said her friend wouldn't mind getting close, just once. Honestly, it gives me the creeps that she felt comfortable enough to share that with her. What do I even do with that information? So, there's this girl who's been super adamant about me doing something for her, and honestly, her relentless push is kind of fascinating. Like, what's her deal? So, here's the thing. There's this constant temptation lurking around, trying to pull me in with its whispers. But despite all that, my heart is locked down, completely devoted to my amazing wife. It's a struggle, but I'm holding strong. So, here's the thing, my friend Claire is totally on board with my little situationship, even though it makes her super jealous. It's wild, right? So, I found myself in this really bizarre situation, and honestly, I'm completely lost. So, I've been trying to figure out this girl I know, and honestly, she's like a puzzle I can't solve. Anyone else ever met someone so intriguing that you just can't help but want to know more? What's her deal? I'm dying to understand her vibe. So, here's the deal, I'm stuck in a bit of a dilemma and I have no idea what to do next. Any advice on what my next move should be? I'm all ears. I just found out some crazy new stuff. I spent way too long picking the perfect words, trying to make sure my feelings came across as clearly and beautifully as possible. Honestly, it was a whole thing. I just have to confess something that's been on my mind. I said my partner's name out loud, and it felt like the most intimate moment ever. I have to confess something that's been eating at me. My feelings for you are literally out of this world. Nothing else even comes close. I can't believe I'm about to confess this, but there's only one person who has my heart, and it's you. Seriously, you're the only one I want. It's like everyone else just fades into the background when I think of you. I made this promise to you, swearing that I would be yours and only yours for the rest of our lives. I really thought I meant it. I can't believe I'm about to admit this, but what I really want is exactly that. Like, no joke, it's been on my mind non-stop. I need to confess something that's been weighing on me. I have absolutely zero interest in dating your friend. Like, not even a little bit. I hope this doesn't hurt your feelings, but I just wanted to be honest. Honestly, she doesn't even come close to what you mean to me. It's like comparing a candle to the sun. I need to know why you did what you did. Just spill it already. I know this might sound a bit dramatic, but I can't shake the feeling that I'm just chasing shadows. It's like I'm addicted to figuring out why things went down the way they did, even if the truth feels like a punch to the gut. Anyone else feel this way? No matter what obstacles come my way, I keep pushing through. I thought my feelings couldn't get any stronger, but here I am, realizing that my love for you just keeps growing as we tackle everything life throws at us together. I just need you to be completely real with me, no holding back. So there I was, on that fateful evening, ready to confront her after spilling my thoughts to the universe. It felt like a scene straight out of a movie, and I honestly didn't know what I was getting myself into. So there we were, both just getting off work, and out of nowhere, she starts crying. It was like watching a dam break, all her feelings just pouring out like she had been holding on to this delicate secret for way too long. I can't believe I'm about to share this, but here goes. She leaned in close, her voice barely above a whisper, and I could hear the regret dripping from her words. She admitted, with a kind of defeated honesty, that she just couldn't help herself when it came to her own nature. It was like watching a train wreck in slow motion, and I was completely captivated by her vulnerability. I found myself crying with her, wrapping her in a warm embrace of comfort. So, after the tears finally stopped flowing, she dropped a bombshell about why she made that wild decision. So, here's the thing, despite what some people might think, she wasn't being disloyal to me at all. Honestly, she was convinced that things would turn out differently eventually. So, there I was, having this conversation, and she casually drops, "I prefer this arrangement. It means you can have your fun with her, and she won't try to stake a claim on you." Like, what even? My mind was blown. So there I was, just minding my own business, when she drops this bombshell that completely blindsided me. I couldn't help but be in awe of her sheer audacity. Like, who even says something like that? It was confusing, unexpected, and made me question everything. I gently asked her how she could possibly think anyone could ever take me from her arms. So, my partner of 10 years just dropped this bombshell on me. She admitted that she's been worried I might get bored and chase after something new. I could see that little spark of mischief in her eyes as she said it, like she was both teasing and genuinely concerned. It's wild to think about how even after all this time, those thoughts can creep in. I leaned in close and told her that my heart would never get tired of having her around, that she would always be my one and only, forever and ever. I can't believe I'm about to share this, but here it goes. She opened up to me about her thoughts on men and how, as time goes by, she worries I might cheat with someone younger. It hit me hard, and now I'm left questioning everything. So, this girl I know opened up to me the other day, and I was honestly taken aback. She told me she feels like she's just not attractive enough, and it broke my heart to hear that. Like, how can someone so amazing feel that way? It's wild. So, my friend opened up to me about her recent weight gain, and honestly, it didn't really hit me in the feels. She was all worried about whether she could handle it with any kind of Lauren, and I just sat there, not knowing what to say. So, there's this girl who completely mesmerizes me during our late night talks. It feels like we're the only two people in the universe, and I can't help but think this connection might last forever. It's wild, right? I told her how amazing she is during our private moments, and honestly, I'm completely mesmerized every single time. So, I told her straight up that even if we never got to that level of intimacy, I would never go looking for comfort in the arms of someone younger. Just wanted to make it clear, you know. So there I was, just minding my own business, when she suddenly broke down on my shoulder. I could feel her shaking, and she kept saying how she couldn't believe I still wanted her. Like, what even? It hit me hard, and I just sat there, trying to process it all. So, after 10 long years, I finally told her that she's the only one I'll ever want. Like, for real, she's my forever enchantress and I'm not going anywhere. I'm currently trying to convince her that therapy could really help her out, and I'm hoping we can look into couples counseling together too. So, I think we hit a little snag in our relationship, but honestly, I feel like getting some professional help could really spice things up and give us a whole new perspective. Am I crazy for thinking that? So, I found myself in this moment that felt almost too good to be true, and honestly, I just want to hold on to it forever, lost in the sweet dream of what could be. Listen up, OP, you might want to think twice before diving in headfirst. So, there's this girl, Lauren, right? She basically wanted me to hang out with her friends while she chased her own dreams, and honestly, she didn't even feel bad about it. Like, zero remorse. It was wild. You won't believe what I've seen unfold before my eyes. It's like a wild movie plot, and I just have to share it. I stumbled upon this treasure trove of mesmerizing videos that I just have to share. Seriously, they're like a rabbit hole of enchantment that I never knew I needed in my life. You won't believe how captivating they are. So, here's the thing. I can't help but wish that this isn't how things are, and that you both keep enjoying your perfect little love story. It's a bittersweet feeling, honestly. Hey everyone, I just wanted to take a moment to send some good vibes to our dear OP as they embark on this magical journey ahead. Seriously, wishing you all the best. So, I have to confess, my last relationship was one for the books. Like, seriously, what even was that? I need to confess something that might just blow your mind. Take a moment to really soak this in, because what I'm about to share is something you won't want to miss. So, there I was, a 24-year-old living my best life, when my ex, this charming 28-year-old guy, decided to pull some shady moves to mess with my vibe. Like, seriously, who does that? It was like he couldn't stand to see me thriving in my own little love story. So, here I am, caught in this bizarre mental whirlwind about it, and I just have to share. So, here's the thing. I was in this intense relationship with my ex for almost 4 years, and let me tell you, it was a wild ride. I had this intense love for him, but man, our relationship was just a roller coaster of chaos. I've known about this for what feels like forever. So, here's the thing. As we got closer to the end, our bond just skyrocketed in the most amazing way. Like, I didn't even see it coming. It was honestly a wild ride. I thought a romantic getaway would be the perfect way to solidify our future together, but instead, the toxic behaviors we both tried to ignore came creeping back in, ruining what should have been a magical trip. So there I was, pouring my heart out, and just when things got real, he'd cut me off like a bad habit. It was like he thrived on the chaos, letting anger creep into our talks like an unwanted guest. Seriously, what's up with that? So, there I was, pouring my heart out, and then he just flipped the switch. 1 minute we were close, and the next, he was giving me the cold shoulder like I was a stranger. He cut me off completely, throwing harsh words my way and telling me to forget he ever existed. It was like being tossed aside like yesterday's news. Ouch. So, I think it's pretty clear that he's decided to break things off with me. I hit my breaking point, and honestly, I didn't know what to do next. I can't believe I'm in this situation, but how am I supposed to share an apartment with someone who acts like this? It's beyond me. I know it sounds dramatic, but even though my heart aches for them, I just want a peaceful place that feels like a warm hug instead of a chaotic mess. I did what he asked me to do, and honestly, I can't believe I went along with it. So, I totally lost his number, and now I'm just sitting here regretting every moment I didn't save it. Why do I always do this to myself? So, I made the decision to keep him at arm's length. So, here I am, months down the line, and I've somehow ended up in this relationship with a dear friend. It's honestly one of the most refreshingly unique experiences I've ever had. Who knew friendship could turn into something so incredible? So, here's the thing. Over the years, my friendship with this guy has turned into something pretty amazing, and honestly, I can't help but feel this overwhelming joy whenever I'm around him. It's like a warm, fuzzy blanket of happiness that just wraps around me. Am I the only one who feels this way about a friend? So, here I am, just 2 days into my new marriage, and out of nowhere, my ex decides to pop up on Facebook, using his mom's account, no less. He sends me this long, emotional message professing his undying love. Like, really? Talk about bad timing. So, I walked out of my house today, and guess what? My ex is back, and he left every single thing I ever gave him right at my doorstep. Talk about a plot twist, right? This is honestly so mesmerizing, I can't even deal. Honestly, I would have much rather he just tossed them out or kept them for himself. Like, why even bother? So, I had this unexpectedly delightful experience the other day, and I just have to share it. It was honestly one of those moments that caught me off guard and left me feeling all warm and fuzzy inside. Like, who knew something so charming could happen in the middle of my mundane day? Seriously, it was just lovely. I shot him a message, pouring out my thoughts and saying my goodbyes. It felt surreal. So, a few days later, I get this call from his friend, and let me tell you, the news was not good. Apparently, he's been in a really rough spot, like seriously neglecting his meals and everything that comes with it. It's honestly heartbreaking to hear. I couldn't shake the worry gnawing at me, So I decided to check in on him. I just had to know how he was holding up. So, there I was, just casually chatting, and suddenly I'm in this magical moment, standing right in front of him, sharing words like it was the most natural thing in the world. It felt surreal. So, there I was, minding my own business, when he suddenly whispers that he wants me back. Like, seriously. He's all about professing his undying love and swearing that this time, he'll actually make me his bride. I mean, what even is happening right now? I was completely blindsided. For almost 4 years, I found myself obsessively waiting for the ring that never came. So, here's the thing. I had this guy who totally got me, like he understood all my feelings on a level that was almost scary. But now, I found someone new, and guess what? He's suddenly all in, trying to lock me down for good. It's wild, right? I was completely lost, like I had just stepped into a parallel universe where nothing made sense. I casually pointed out that he has a lot of areas he could work on, and honestly, I do too, with this deep yearning in my heart. So, I had this moment where I realized that if fate really has a plan, it's going to play out exactly how it's supposed to. Like, no matter what I do, it's all part of some grand design. Wild, right? So, I casually dropped this little nugget about maybe a year or two ago. I've been thinking a lot lately. If you really want to get married, I'm totally on board with that, but only when the timing feels right. Just putting it out there. I have this wild idea that we should just get rid of all the bad vibes in our lives. Like, just elegantly sweep them away and make room for the good stuff. Who's with me? So, here's the thing, my ex is absolutely losing it over my new relationship. Like, full-on rage mode, accusing me of betrayal. But let's be real here. I had to remind him that he was the one who decided to end things in the first place. Irony, much so, there's this guy who keeps sending me the most adorable messages, but the moment I go quiet, he totally loses it. It's like he has this whole playbook of dramatic stunts just to get me to notice him on Instagram. It's honestly wild. So, I threw out this idea that maybe we could just be friends at first and slowly bring back that spark we used to have. It felt like a shot in the dark, but hey, what's the worst that could happen, right? So, there I was, just minding my own business, when I get this random DM. It's a screenshot of my boyfriend and me, looking all cute at a friend's party. Like, what are the odds? Talk about a plot twist. I never thought I'd be the target of someone's wrath like this. My phone is blowing up with a flood of angry messages and chilling threats that make my stomach drop. It's like I'm living in a horror movie, and I can't escape the chaos. So, there I was, minding my own business, when I find out that my ex has somehow tracked down my boyfriend's cousin's phone number. And what does he do? He sends a message to the cousin, pouring his heart out about how he wishes we could go back to the way things were. Like, seriously, who does that? So, my ex just hit me up out of the blue, thanking the universe for our breakup. He is actually celebrating the fact that I decided to terminate the pregnancy and even had the audacity to accuse me of cheating. Like, what? Talk about a plot twist. I can't believe I'm about to share this, but here goes. My ex spun this wild story about me supposedly sneaking into his car and doing all sorts of shady things, claiming I was the one trying to end things. Like, what even? It's mind-blowing how far some people will go to twist the truth. I found myself tangled in a web of lies, crafted with a level of audacity that left me speechless. I can't believe I let him go this far. He actually crafted messages that I felt I had to show my boyfriend. What was I thinking? I can't believe I'm about to share this, but here goes. This incredibly charming guy just told me he wants to marry me. Like, seriously. He talked about how he wants to improve himself and all the amazing things we could do together in the future. My heart is doing backflips, but I'm also freaking out a little. What do I even do with this information? Am I dreaming or is this real life? Just a heads up, he is definitely the most experienced one in the group. I can't believe I'm about to share this, but my heart did this weird fluttering thing that was both unsettling and oddly intriguing. Like, what even is that? Am I losing it or is this just a normal human experience? Anyway, I had to get this off my chest. I think my happiness is totally tied to him. Like, whenever he's not around, it's like I'm not allowed to be happy. It's a weird, suffocating feeling. I have to confess, there are times when I catch myself daydreaming about him, imagining all the amazing things our relationship could have turned into. It's like I'm stuck in this loop of what-ifs and could-have-beens. So, here's the thing. Even after everything that went down with Claire, it didn't really mess up the love I have now. Like, I still hold on to that feeling, and it's pretty amazing. So, here's the thing, my current partner is like a breath of fresh air, and honestly, they couldn't be more different from anyone I've dated before. So, here's the thing, this guy totally gets it in a way I probably wouldn't if the tables were turned. It's honestly impressive. Honestly, my heart is just shattered for you right now. So, there's this guy in my life who's like a total mystery. He's super intriguing, but honestly, his possessiveness is starting to feel like a dark cloud that just won't go away. So, there I was, just living my life, when I realized that all those sharp edges from my past just don't hit the same anymore. It's like he thought he could still provoke me like he used to, but nah, I've moved on. It's wild how things change, right? So, here's the thing. There's this guy who somehow knows all my deepest secrets, and it's like he's got this power over me. Even when we're not together, I feel like I'm just dancing to his tune, completely under his spell. It's wild and kind of terrifying at the same time. So, I have this habit of just diving headfirst into things without really thinking them through. The other day, I decided to try something new, and let me tell you, it did not go as planned. I really should have exercised a bit more caution. Lesson learned, right? But wow, the consequences were wild. Just a reminder to everyone out there, sometimes, taking a step back and being careful is the best way to go. Trust me on this one. So, here's the thing, nothing has changed. Seriously, everything is exactly the same as it always was. It's like time just hit pause and decided to keep things stagnant. Wild, right? So, here's the thing, this guy just keeps grooving to the same old beat, and honestly, it's kind of wild. Like, does he even realize it's the same song on repeat? It's both hilarious and a little sad, but I can't help but watch. Am I the only one who finds this oddly fascinating? So, there I was, just minding my own business, when he casually threw on a new shirt. And yeah, you totally know what I'm talking about. So, there I was, caught in yet another wild web of relationships. And let me tell you, the twists were completely unexpected. Buckle up, because this one is a doozy. So, I just need to get this off my chest. You ever find yourself just completely lost in a moment like you are in a different world? Yeah, that happened to me recently, and I can't stop thinking about it. Just take a moment to indulge in this. Trust me, it's worth it. So, I have this 26-year-old boyfriend who is convinced that my 25-year-old girlfriend has developed a weird crush on him after she came over last weekend. Honestly, it's been a bit of a roller coaster and definitely raised some eyebrows among our friend group. So, here's the thing. I found myself in a situation that I never thought I would be in, and I just have to share it with someone. It all started when, well, let me backtrack a bit. Picture this, a typical day, nothing out of the ordinary, but then everything changed. I can't believe I'm about to confess this, but here goes nothing. So, here's the thing, my sister and I have this crazy close relationship. Like, we just vibe on a whole different level. We get each other, and honestly, it's like we have our own little world filled with dreams and passions that only we understand. It's pretty wild, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. I never thought I'd feel so connected to someone just because we grew up in the same place. It's like our childhoods are intertwined, filled with those little moments that stick with you, echoing in my mind like a comforting lullaby. It's wild how those shared experiences can create such a strong bond, right? I always thought she looked up to me, like I was the older brother she wished she had. I never thought I'd find someone who gets it like this. It's like our souls are in sync, vibing to the same beat. We both geek out over art, lose ourselves in music, dive deep into philosophy, and even tackle the messy world of politics together. It's wild how these things connect us, weaving our lives into something beautiful. I never thought I'd feel this way about my sister, but here I am, completely cherishing our bond. It's wild how this feeling still sticks with me. That is, until my beloved dropped the bombshell of her daring secret. Let me paint a picture for you. So, I packed my bags and left my cozy little hometown behind, driving about 4 hours to a place that felt worlds away. It was a wild ride, to say the least. I live alone in this beautiful isolation, and honestly, it's both a blessing and a curse. Some days, I revel in the peace and quiet, but other days, I find myself craving human interaction. It's a weird balance, and I can't help but wonder if anyone else feels the same way. Anyone else out there thriving in their own little bubble? So, my sister is basically glued to our parents and the house we grew up in. Every time she visits, it's like this sweet little reunion that I can't help but look forward to. It's just pure nostalgia and warmth, so there's this girl I know who just loves to roam around the city. She's always sipping on coffee, snapping pics like a pro, and having these deep, chill conversations that just make you feel alive. It's like she's living in a movie or something, and honestly, I'm kind of obsessed with it. So, there's this girl who's just always had this mesmerizing charm, and honestly, we've been on some pretty wild adventures together. It's like every time we hang out, something unforgettable happens. I've been with my amazing partner for 9 months, and in that time, they've run into Chloe 3 times. It's been quite the ride. Every time we meet, it turns into this wild explosion of feelings that I can't even explain. So, here's the thing. I'm in a bit of a pickle, and I can't help but wonder if anyone else has been in a similar situation. It's wild, really. I've broken up with her twice now, and it's all because of her sensitive feelings. Every time my sister comes to visit, it's like a storm brews and suddenly I'm the bad guy for just hanging out with family. I have to confess something that's been weighing on me. My girlfriend thinks we're purposely creating distance between us, but honestly, we've just been trying to plan our time together with her feelings in mind. It's like she's reading it all wrong, and I'm just here feeling misunderstood. So, my partner has this wild idea that we should spend the whole weekend together, just the two of us, soaking up each other's vibes. Honestly, I can't tell if it's sweet or if she's just trying to trap me in her enchanting web of love. Either way, I'm both excited and a little terrified. What do I do? Am I ready for this level of commitment? Help. So, my girlfriend casually drops this bombshell that my sister has this super weird, almost obsessive fascination with me. Like, what even? I can't tell if I should be flattered or freaked out. Anyone else dealt with this kind of family dynamic? So there I was, just a regular weekend, sipping coffee and wandering around the city with this girl. We were both in our cozy flannels and beanies, looking like a couple of hipsters. We ended up taking pictures in the most random places, like parking decks and parks. It was oddly charming, and I couldn't help but feel like we were living in a quirky indie film. Who knew a simple weekend could feel so special? So basically, we're all just dressing up in the same way. Honestly, I can't even believe how delightful this is. Like, who knew something so simple could bring so much joy? It's the little things, right? I just had to share this moment because it made my day. I found myself in a relationship that felt more like a romance than anything a sibling should ever experience. It was wild, confusing, and honestly, I still can't wrap my head around it. I couldn't help but wonder if things would feel different if it were my brother or my parent instead of my sister in this situation. So, my sister has this wild theory that her crush on me is the secret reason my last two relationships crashed and burned. Like, what even? I can't tell if I should be flattered or freaked out. So, here's the thing. My ex is totally hellbent on ruining my current relationship. It's like she can't stand the thought of another woman getting my attention. Seriously, what is her deal? So, I've been thinking about this thing that's been weighing on my heart lately. It's like there's this secret language that only I can hear, and honestly, it's a lot to take in. I can't help but savor every little whisper, even if it's just a fleeting thought. It's wild how much depth there is in those quiet moments, right? Anyone else feel this way? So, here's the thing, my partner has anxiety and OCD, and let me tell you, it definitely spices up our relationship. The way she communicates and connects with me is just different. It's like navigating a maze, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. So there I was, just trying to enjoy a chill weekend, and my sister decided to bless me with her presence. Little did I know, things were about to get wild. So, I planned this super cute evening with my partner and my sister, and it ended with a surprise visit to her job one magical night. It was honestly the best. So, here's the thing. My girlfriend, Claire, has this wild story in her head that my sister totally hates her and is trying to push her away. It's honestly kind of ridiculous, but she's convinced it's true. I have to confess, we totally left her out of our plans all weekend on purpose. It felt kind of bad, but honestly, it was also kind of a relief. She was completely spellbound by it. So, I have this relationship with my sister that honestly seems totally normal to me, but I can't help but wonder if it comes off as a bit too close for comfort to others. Like, we share everything, our secrets, our dreams, even our snacks. Is that weird? Because to us, it feels perfectly delightful. Just a little slice of sibling heaven, you know. So, I found out my girlfriend is super insecure about me talking to other women. Like, we are talking even if it's just my sister. I can't even believe it. What do I do? Am I in too deep here? I really hope she can keep it together when we are hanging out with friends, honestly. So, I have this situation with two friends, and honestly, it's a bit of a mess. I really hope they can figure things out because she's been struggling with her insecurities and it's seriously affecting their relationship. I just don't want this issue to keep hanging over them like a dark cloud. It's tough to watch, you know. I have to confess, it's honestly wild how my sister and I have this incredible bond. Like, when you look around at other families, it's shocking to see how many don't have that kind of magic. It feels like we hit the jackpot in the sibling department. So, I have this friend named Claire, and honestly, I have to give him props. He's actually taking a moment to hit the brakes and reflect on things. Like, who does that? It's kind of inspiring to see someone trying to find a new perspective to shed some light on their situation. Like what you heard. Hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Livia because the next story might just be your favorite one yet.